Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a story time video for you guys here today, and looking back at it, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's kind of like, how did this happen to me? Like, why? Worst date of my life, you know? But anyway, so stay tuned if you want to hear it. But please remember to subscribe as well as follow me on Instagram. I'm going to link my Instagram in the down bar and put it like right here. And then I'm also going to put a subscribe button somewhere, possibly, if I learn how to do that. If not, just click the button down below as well. But anyway, stay tuned. So, this was my, homecoming. I believe it was senior year. It might have been junior year of high school. And I never got asked out to any dances. Like, this was my first dance and only dance I was ever asked out to. Like, I was, like, very quiet in high school, so guys just didn't think of me whenever inviting people. But anyway, so I was all excited. This guy supposedly really liked me, and he asked me to go to the dance. So I get this new dress, I do my hair all cute, like I spend hours getting ready, I'm all excited, and we get to pictures, and everything seems fine. Like, he seems a little offish, but like, it's fine. And we get to dinner. Now, this is whenever things start going downhill. First off, we get there, we're sitting, and this guy who's like 70, no, he was a little younger. It was like a creepy age for him to say this. So like probably 55, 60 years old, gets up from his table and he comes and walks behind me. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, I start to scooch my chair thinking he needs to get behind me for the bathroom. And then I look back and there's no bathroom there. So I'm like, huh. So then, all of a sudden, I feel him on, like, the other side of my body. And he whispers into my ear, now, baby, I know what a beautiful woman is, and you're the only beautiful woman who's walked through this door tonight. And I'm, what do you say to that? Like, and it wasn't like, oh my gosh, you look gorgeous tonight. Like, you know, it was to, like, another level of, it was no longer flattering. It crossed that line very clearly. At least to me it did. So I'm already kind of like confused, frazzled. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Let's get back to my date. I'm all excited. It's my first time ever being asked out. And then we're sitting there and we're looking at the menu, and I was already like, I'm going to order something cheap. I don't want him to have to pay a whole bunch of money for me. So I'm looking at the menu, and I'm like, oh, what do you want to order? And he was like, oh, you know, I think I'm going to save some money and just order dessert. And I'm like, well, that's a little weird. We're here for dinner. And I was like, well, what kind of dessert? Maybe you want cake, something that is slightly filling? And he's like, yeah, no, I ate before. I'm just going to get a bowl of ice cream. So I start getting a little worried about, like, oh, this seems odd. I didn't bring any money with me because he asked me out. It's homecoming. I didn't ask him out. Like, had I asked him out, then I would have obviously paid. So I'm sitting here and I'm getting a little bit worried. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So then I really make sure to start looking for, like, a cheap meal. And I land on this, like, $8 salad. It was a steak salad, but it was only $8. And he had even mentioned his mother gave him $50 for dinner. So, like, he had money on him. Anyway, the night goes on, and I'm sitting there, and my dress keeps falling because it's strapless. So I call my mom, and I was like, hey, can you bring me that, like, double-sided sticky tape so I can stick my dress on and I don't flash everyone? And she was like, yeah, cool, I'll come, and I'll meet you there at, like, the restaurant. So she gets there, and we go into the bathroom, and she helps me stick on my dress. And I was like, do you happen to have like $20? Just on the off chance, I'm starting to get really weird vibes, and things might get awkward if I don't have money. So she was like, yeah, here's some money. So I go back to the table, and I sit down, and we're all having fun. Our food gets there, and then the waiter comes over and is like, how would you like me to split the bill? And the guy said, everybody separately. So I'm sitting here, and I'm like, So he's not paying for my meal. So thank gosh I asked my mom for some money because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to pay for my dinner. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, this is weird, but I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. And then the checks come, I pay for my meal. He pays $3 for his little bowl of ice cream and pockets the rest of that $50. And he's like, dude, yeah, I made out. Look at this, I'm rich. And I'm like, well, okay, like, this is clearly not a date. And I was like, fine with that, fine, we'll be friends. Like, all right, this is cool. But anyway, yeah, so, like, my thing was like, had it just been us going as friends, I wouldn't have been so upset. And on top of that, had he not made such a big deal about, like, yes, I made so much money off of, like, not paying for you, that would have been fine. But he made it such a big deal, and it made me feel so bad. Like, what? So anyway, at the dance, all my other guy friends heard about it, and they got so mad at the guy and were like, dude, what are you doing? Karma got him back a little bit, but, like, he then had the gall to ask me out again after the dance, and all that happened. And I said no, if you were wondering. But yeah, like, I don't know. Anyway, it was by far the worst date/dance of my life. Definitely turned me off of dating for quite some time because, like, keep in mind, that was my first date ever, too. Like, it wasn't just my first time I was asked to a dance. It was my first date. Like, my word of advice, just A, always be prepared. Bring money. Bring whatever you need. Always be prepared. And B, don't get your hopes too high, at least for, like, your first date ever, because I did. I thought it'd be awesome, and, like, needless to say, mine didn't turn out so well. From A, the guy being a douche, and B, getting creeped on by a really old man. Like, how does that happen all in one night? Whatever. I thought you guys would enjoy this story, and I hope you guys did. If you want more story times like this, just ask. I'll make whatever kind of videos you were really feeling. But yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy this one. It's kind of funny looking back, but it's definitely, like, a reminder to always come prepared, really, like, because I wasn't, and that could have been bad had my mom not come. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye.